What happens when family loyalty collides with ambition and pride? Tonight's episode gave us one of the most emotional and heated confrontations in recent memory as Jimmy Uso went face to face with his own brother, Jey Uso. This wasn't just another promo. This was raw emotion, real frustration, and the kind of storytelling that makes WWE unforgettable. From the very first moment, Jimmy set the tone. He said he was ready, but he wanted answers. He wanted to know why Jey walked away from him last week when he needed him most. He reminded Jey of that moment in Los Angeles with LA Knight, where Jimmy was left standing confused, abandoned by his own blood. With the crowd watching closely, Jimmy looked his brother dead in the eyes and admitted he didn't understand. But Jey didn't hold back. Instead of comforting words, Jey fired back with brutal honesty. He claimed helping LA Knight was pointless, that Jimmy's actions not only confused him, but cost him dearly at WrestleMania. Jey's voice grew sharper as he pressed his brother, asking why he interfered when he specifically told him not to. That's when the tension reached another level. Jey laid it all on the table, saying nobody cared, and he had to look out for himself. Then came the dagger, a line that cut through the brotherhood. Jey said maybe he would already be world champion if Jimmy hadn't held him back. That statement didn't just sting. It set the stage for what could become one of the most personal feuds in WWE history. Jimmy's frustration was visible, but Jey's determination was even stronger. He made it clear this wasn't about games or family unity anymore. This was about business, championships, and carving out his own legacy, with or without Jimmy by his side. This moment wasn't just cracks forming in the Usos' bond. It was a glimpse of a possible collapse, a complete breakdown of one of WWE's greatest brotherhoods. If Jey truly believes Jimmy has been the anchor holding him down, then we might be witnessing the start of a rivalry that could change not only their careers, but also their family's legacy forever. This is more than just a storyline. It's a clash of loyalty, ambition, and betrayal. But now, the question is, do you think Jey Uso is right? Has Jimmy really held him back from reaching the top? Or is Jey simply letting his frustrations boil over after missed opportunities? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video, hit that subscribe button, and stay locked in right here on WWE Rundown, where we break down the biggest rivalries, shocking twists, and emotional moments from WWE and AEW every single week. What happens when family loyalty collides with ambition and pride? Tonight's showdown gave us one of the most intense and emotional confrontations we've seen in recent WWE history as Jimmy Uso came face to face with his own brother Jey Uso. This wasn't just another segment on television. This was raw emotion, real frustration, and the kind of storytelling that hooks fans and keeps them invested week after week. From the very first words, Jimmy set the tone as he stood in the ring and admitted he was ready, but he wasn't there to fight just anyone. He was there for answers. He wanted to know why his brother walked away from him last week when he needed him the most. Jimmy reminded Jey of that moment in Los Angeles with LA Knight, a moment where Jimmy felt abandoned, left standing alone, unsure of what his brother was thinking, unsure of where they stood as a family and as a team. With the arena hanging on every word, Jimmy looked his brother straight in the eye and admitted that he didn't understand the choices Jey had made. But instead of reassurance or compassion, Jey Uso responded with pure honesty, and it wasn't sugar-coated. Jey fired back with words that cut deep, telling Jimmy that helping LA Knight didn't mean anything, that it was pointless, and worse, that Jimmy's interference had actually cost him his match at WrestleMania. Jey pressed his brother with sharp words, questioning why Jimmy would step in when he explicitly told him not to. The frustration in Jey's voice was undeniable, his tone carrying years of built-up resentment that was now pouring out in front of the entire WWE universe. That's when the tension boiled over. Jey laid it all out, saying nobody cared about what they did together, and at the end of the day, he had to look out for himself. The energy shifted in the arena, and then came the line that shook the foundation of the Uso brotherhood. Jey looked at Jimmy and said maybe he would already be world champion if Jimmy hadn't been holding him back all along. The crowd gasped. Jimmy's face told the story of heartbreak and disbelief, and Jey's words hit like a thunderclap, cutting through the bond of brotherhood they had built for years. This wasn't just about frustration anymore. This was about legacy, ambition, and the breaking of trust. Jimmy's emotions were boiling, but Jey's determination was fiercer. Jey made it crystal clear that this was no longer about games, no longer about families sticking together simply because of blood. This was about taking care of business, about reaching the top of WWE, and about becoming a champion, whether Jimmy was by his side or not. What we witnessed wasn't just cracks forming in the USO Brotherhood. It was the beginning of a collapse, the start of a possible war between siblings who have dominated WWE together for years. If Jey truly believes Jimmy has been the anchor weighing him down, then we could be witnessing the birth of one of the most personal rivalries in WWE history, a feud that could not only reshape both of their careers, but also redefine their family's legacy in wrestling forever. This is the kind of storytelling that WWE is built on, where family, loyalty, betrayal, and ambition all collide under the bright lights of the squared circle. But the question now shifts to you, the fans. Do you believe Jey Uso is right? Has Jimmy truly held him back from becoming world champion and achieving everything he's been chasing? Or is Jey simply letting his emotions and frustrations boil over because of the losses and setbacks he's faced recently? Could it be that Jey is projecting his struggles onto his brother? Or is Jimmy really the reason Jey has not reached the very top of the mountain yet? These are the questions that will fuel this storyline, and they're what make this moment unforgettable. Let us know what you think in the comments below. Share your thoughts and tell us where you stand in this battle of loyalty versus ambition. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and stay locked in right here on WWE Rundown, the place where we bring you the biggest stories, the most shocking twists, and the most emotional rivalries from WWE and AEW every single week.